Okay, the big day has arrived. Like many Yuka owners, I've got my Yuka self-emptying lawn sweeper kit. Yay! We'll see how we go, shall we? Let's see what we have got. Top here, it's the actual catcher itself. Maybe put the mower down. We don't actually need to do anything with that yet. Give myself a bit of working room. Okay, so we've got the catcher itself. This will need to be bolted onto the frame. Got some instructions here. This is the little handle that goes on the catcher, and this is the little frame that goes in the catcher. What do we got in here? It's a little box. We've got some screws, different types of screws. These are the little caps which will go onto this. And this is what I really like about what Motion do. They supply really good tools. So you've got the Allen key end, and you've got the screwdriver end. So that can go on there. That is quite a handy little tool. This looks like the handle. Okay, the next part to come out is the main sweeper kit itself. Very nice. Okay, it's got the sweeper at the back. That looks really, really cool. Nice little roller on here. And this will eventually attach onto the Yuka, and this will attach onto the back. Got a little thing saying counterweight part, and it's underneath it in the box. It's actually quite heavy. It's the counterweight. This needs to go on the front of the Yuka. I'll show you that in just a minute. And if you're using the bagger, you need this on. If you're not using the bagger, you need to take this off. But I'm going to set mine to be bagging all the time, so that will have to go on. I'll show you that in a minute. And the other thing in the box is the extra battery. This is extra battery that will have to go into the Yuka. We'll get into that as well. Note that there's some little screws in there, and they fix the battery to the Yuka unit. So the parts that we're going to be putting on the Yuka, I'll put to the side here at the moment, and we'll concentrate on getting this bag done. The first major thing is the bag itself and attaching it to this frame here. Now it looks pretty simple. Other way, yeah, you can see by the bend here. My wife is right. These things are always fiddly. You just pull it up a little bit and sort of work its way in. And that back. There we go. So that's the first bit there. And the next bit is following that angle. And that looks pretty simple. This one was just a little bit harder, but look, there it is. And that's your bagger attachment. The next thing is this cover here. We need to attach this handle in here.
This is one of the trickier parts of the build. It took me a little while just to find my mojo with it. It's one of those times when you could get an extra pair of hands to help, and that would certainly make it a little bit easier, but I got there in the end. I found putting the screws into the cover easier, and then putting the cover on and squeezing it together with the finger and the thumb, that seemed to work for me.
Right, got there. There's the handle at the top. Awesome. So how do these two go together? A hole and a thing.
The thing being this little bit of a rail on the side here.
I'll just press it in that way first, and it automatically goes into the hole there. So then this must somehow attach to, there's a little gutter in there.
The little trick I found to this as well is to do the sides first and then work your way around to the back.
there you go, that's the catcher bit. Alright, the next bit we got the motor or the sweeper unit.
This looks really well made, just saying.
This goes that way. No, goes that way. Some bolts to go in, which is these ones.
4 of the bigger bolts supplied is what you use to put the handle on top of the sweeper unit.
Alright, let's tighten these right in. So there's a little catch here, a bit hard to see, black on black, but you press the push there, that obviously helps it jump out. It's good. So now we have to do a bit of surgery on the Yuka itself. We have to attach the counterweight and we have to insert the battery. Here's the Yuka in all its glory. Beautiful. So this little white thing at the top here, top of the Yuka, I think just eases off somehow.
Took me 10 minutes to work this bit out.
There, that was the trick. So I just had this tool, pushed that out, and then it pops out. So this counterweight will go on top. There's a couple of holes to the side, one either side. There's one there, and there's one, sorry, at the top there. Okay, so push the frame down, it'll give you room to work, and spin it down. So that's, I'm in there, so that's good. And you'll have to press the frame down and spin it right in so you get past that little ledge. So it's a little bit awkward. Let's see how I've got that going down. There you go, down. That's a good idea, baby.
Wife to the rescue again. She knows that you can use the tool.
Look at that. And that works straight away. This one by right should just go straight in. And listen to the wife, eh? Listen to the wife. There we go. Right, we got through that then. The counterweight has to be on if you're using the bag. If you're not using the bag to cut your lawn, that needs to come off and that needs to go back on. All right, cool. Now for the real nervy bit, installing the second battery. This battery is the battery that is going to be used to power the sweeper. It is a separate battery, and the battery lives in the back here. There's 6 bolts that comes out. There'll be a battery on that side. We have to install the battery on this side. So, using our tool, drum roll.
Now, I've already had this question asked by a few people. The second battery must be installed if you intend to use the sweeper.
It looks like those bolts stay in there, so you can't lose those. Right, you'll have a couple of wires that you're going to have to fix together. And then you'll have to move everything out the way to make room for the battery. Square goes into square, I'm assuming. You hear the click, that's good. And this oval shape goes into the oval shape. And there's a little clip up the top here to go into this. You'll hear a little bit of a click there. Alright, so we're going to move these wires out the way and insert the battery. And there's 2, really hard to see, but inside there's 2 screws which these 2 have to align with.
I found this part of the process quite fiddly, but the main thing that you got to worry about is the 2 screws, aligning them, and that took some time, and an extra set of hands here and a eager to help wife really helped out. Neatly tuck your wires between the batteries and you should be right.
Quite a bit of fun, bit awkward, but we've done it.
Make sure those wires are out the way of the screws and reattach your faceplate.
All right, we've got there. Again, the camera angle isn't great, sorry. 2 hooks that go onto here. So that just sits there like so. And this hooks onto here. That's the next trick. You'll hear that click. And of course, I can't see which way it comes out from this end. Yes, we'll go into the Yuka thing. There's a little marker so you can get it on the right way. You'll hear that reassuring click. And look at that. It is ready to go. Crazy. Well, I can tell you what, I'm a little bit worn out from all of that, but got there in the end. And the next video, we will see the sweeper in action. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and yeah, get your Yuka on. We'll see you in the next video.